Hello everyone, and once again, welcome back. Failing of a relationship. Most of the relationships fail, but why do they fail? And yes, today's topic would be why relationship fails. Relationship fails for n number of reasons. There are infinite reasons for which relationship fail. Do you remember the beginning of your relationship when you met that person? You both weren't aware. You both never had the idea that you will fall for each other, or you will come close to each other, or one day you will be together. And the same way, the way you started your relationship without any idea, there comes a point of time when you both have different aim, goals and motives in life. Life comes in between two people and they separate their ways. It's not only just because you have different goals or motives breaks up your relationship or people separate their ways. There are many reasons to it. Sometimes people lose interest in each other. Sometimes they find someone better than you. Sometimes they realize that they are not ready for a relationship. And sometimes they are just done with you. And you know what hurts the most? When you aren't ready to move on yet. When you want to stay there. When you want to be with that person. But that person doesn't want to be with you. You have to convince that person day in and day out how much you love them, how much you want to be with them. And still, they are rigid in their decision. They don't want to be with you. The more you try to ask them or force them to be in a relationship with you, the more they pull away. And then, there comes the end. You lost. You lost the battle of love. You lost the person you loved. You lost that attachment you had with someone. That attachment you never shared with anyone else. That attachment which only you felt with this person. But can you force yourself to someone else? Can you force your feelings onto someone else? No, of course not. And you should not. You should never force your feelings and emotions on someone else. Because there will be a time when you will look back and you will realize, and maybe you may regret, that why was I doing this? Why was I forcing someone just to be with me? And yes, just because your relationship has failed doesn't mean that life has come to an end. It means that there is more for you and God is preparing you for something better. One failed relationship gives you the idea. You become more intelligent how to be a better person in the next relationship. Of course, you know what you did wrong, where you went wrong. And if that person wants to come back or you meet someone else, you always know how you two can work in the future. I do not believe giving second chances in a relationship. Because when someone can leave you and walk away, I believe they can make this decision in the future. But if suppose that person didn't cheat on you, that person didn't lie to you, and you want to give them that second chance, if suppose, then don't look back. Don't look why your relationship failed. What were the differences between you two and what you had should not be there in the future. You should start a new chapter with them, a new chapter altogether, and should not focus what went wrong. Rather, focus what you are trying to get in the future. You both can work together for a better relationship. Trust me, failure of a relationship isn't the one person who's responsible. Both are equally responsible, or we can say someone is more responsible than the other. But just because a relationship failed doesn't mean you have failed in your life. You haven't and you will not until unless you give up. Don't say, I have failed in a relationship. Say, I learned from a relationship I had in the past. Don't look at that person with remorse, regret. Learn from them. Take your lesson from that relationship. Because if you don't take that lesson now, in the future again, you will go through the same thing. And you will again ask yourself, why am I the only one suffering? Why am I the only one going through this again and again? To save you from the pain, I would like to tell you, sit with your emotions, work on them, acknowledge the pain you are going through. It's okay to feel the grief. It's okay to feel the pain. It's not okay to avoid those emotions, those feelings, those anger. Work on yourself. Let yourself decide what you want in your future. And of course, there are better days ahead. Remember, one day you will look back and you will realize that was just a lesson and nothing else. Not everyone who meets or who comes into your life should stay. So be strong, be confident, and learn from your failures. You all have a great day ahead. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.